I'm Alex.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is Nostalgia Junkies, your one-stop podcast for all things nostalgic. We're talking 80s, 90s, pop cultures, cartoons, movies, and more.
Very nice.
Thank you. I know. One take. Usually that never happens. Normally it's like, let's try this again. But I have found a film theory that I kind of wanted us to discuss tonight. I know it's neither of our favorite movie, but I figured that this film theory was just crazy enough that we had to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear more. You told me briefly, but I'm willing to see what you came up with here.
Yeah, I feel like I basically just told you the title of it.
Yes,
no
correct.
details. So the title of this film theory, Mary Poppins and Pennywise are the same species.
Let's see. Let's see what he comes up with, folks.
Okay, so stick with me on this one for a little bit, okay? Mary Poppins and Pennywise are creatures of the same species. Each returns every 20-something years, Pennywise 27, Mary Poppins 25, to regenerate energy from a new group of children, but also have a tendency to return to those they met on their last visit. Pennywise returns to the losers, Mary Poppins returns to the Bankses. Mary Poppins manages to maintain her energy for 25 years, despite only interacting with 2 children, while Pennywise requires 27, and he relies on, as he comes to see all the other kids and the losers, right? Pennywise relies on fear. Mary Poppins relies on children's joy. We learned in Monsters, Inc. that laughter is stronger than fear. So, that being said, upon each return, each of them draw in a child named Georgie. Mary Poppins brings in Georgie's Banks with his kite, and Pennywise brings in Georgie with his boat.
Okay.
Similarity so far. Additionally, each has the same set of powers. They can take advantage of what lies in children's minds. Mary Poppins uses their imagination, and Pennywise uses their fear. Mary Poppins famously has a living reflection that can function separately from her, and Pennywise is shown to share this ability in Chapter 2 of the book.
Okay. Also true.
In each of these stories, the parents are oblivious to the fantastical situations being experienced by the children. The Losers Club forget their experiences as the children until Pennywise returns, and although the Bankses don't really forget Mary Poppins, they do forget the magical experiences that actually happened. This is a long theory.
You might just be onto something here.
I might. So each of them has a love of singing and dancing, and should be obvious for Mary Poppins because obviously it's Mary Poppins. But it also, we see this with Pennywise, as he refers himself as Pennywise the Dancing Clown and dances for Beverly and sings for Richie. Pennywise is also heavily associated with the song Oranges and Lemons, which is a song about old London where Mary Poppins lives. This is showing that Pennywise has an awareness that another member of his species is out there, and he knows exactly where they are. At the end of Mary Poppins Returns, the second movie, the characters all grab balloons and float into the air. The balloons and floating are both also highly associated with Pennywise.
Sure are.
So, that being said, I know this was a bit of a lengthy film theory. Mary Poppins and Pennywise are the same creature. Or same species of creature.
Brother and sister.
That would be so weird. What if they were 2 sides of the same coin?
They're going to do a tie-in movie. That's Mary Poppins.
Mary Pennywise.
Oh, my God.
Pennywise Poppins.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but that's crazy. There is a whole lot of similarities there.
Yeah, it's there's a lot. I think that the interesting fact, the fact that the similar power sets, the 20 years, and I know it's Monsters, Inc. and it's not really the same universe,
Still.
but laughter being stronger than fear being another character of that.
I mean, Mary Poppins and Monsters, Inc. are both Disney, so.
That is true. And doesn't, what was it? Wasn't it Fox?
I'm not sure.
Let's see, who produced it? It was Warner Brothers, so I guess HBO Max. But with the way that Warner Brothers is going, I don't know, Disney might be owning it pretty soon.
Yeah, it's true.
Seeing how, I don't know if you noticed, DC was actually starting to be up for sale.
Yeah, yep.
So it's funny. They're actually doing what Marvel did at the beginning, where Marvel like sold off the various properties.
Yeah.
That's now what DC's doing, which I think is a terrible decision.
Oh, of course it is.
I really like, not that I want Disney to own DC, but it really just needs to be under one umbrella.
100%.
Because now we're going to get into the limiting factors of who can do what movies. But let's finish out this Mary Poppins and Pennywise conversation. I thought that the fact that both of them came to a kid named Georgie was also an interesting similarity.
It is. It is for sure.
One with the kite and one with the boat. But I mean, I don't know. I guess let us know what you think of this film theory. Do you think that Mary Poppins and Pennywise could be part of the same species, or is this but just a load of hooey
Hooey.
baloney? I don't. We already discussed. I'm old. I'm old now. I had a kid and it aged me.
We know you're old. You're talking about Mary Poppins.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Okay, so you and I kind of had this conversation already, but where does Mary Poppins rank in your I'll watch this sphere?
I will probably never watch it again. It's like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I'm not gonna.
Okay, so you and I are on the same page here. My mom loved Mary Poppins. Was
Yeah.
that like a big movie for your parents too?
I used to watch it with my aunt, not my mom.
Okay.
But yeah,
And then it felt like it became an obligation to watch it. And it's like, oh, we're watching this one again.
yeah. Everyone has one of those, but yeah, I don't. It's not something that I like. I'm gonna show my kids or anything like that.
No, not with the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious song.
I'll show them the YouTube clip. They don't need to watch the movie.
I remember they made us learn that song in school.
Yep. Yep.
And well, because I did the theater group at our high school, and we had to learn the choreography for that song, which the musical for Mary Poppins, the supercalifragilistic whatever docious word there, they do this whole thing with their hands,
They do.
and it was a lot, and I was like, I don't need to memorize this.
No, definitely not. But yeah, no, I can do without Mary Poppins. Sorry.
Were you I don't think you weren't a big horror guy, right?
No, not really. I really don't like gore and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But certain horror is okay.
About like psychological thrillers.
Yeah, I like that.
So how did you feel? So did you watch it?
Yeah.
Did you watch the original and the new ones, or just the one or the other?
I've only seen the new one,
Okay.
the first new one.
Yeah. Oh, so you didn't see part two?
No.
I gotta say, like, both were very well done.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the new series. I thought they did a really good job of matching up the younger cast with the older cast.
Yes, 100%.
And I think that was just phenomenal.
I should go back and watch the original one, but
It was interesting. I feel like, gosh, what movie were we just talking about? I think we're talking about what's the one? Friday the 13th.
yeah.
That's the one with Freddy Krueger, right?
Mhm.
We were just talking about this past weekend that it's a scary movie, but I'm sure it was scarier in the 80s when it came out.
Oh, 100%.
Like
We've
especially
seen a lot worse. Like, we've seen a lot more.
crappy horror movies.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like Halloween. I know we talked about this last year for the Halloween episode, but I still can't get over the scene where Jamie Lee Curtis is running away from Mike Myers
Oh God,
and keeps falling over and over and over again.
it's so corny.
And he drops the knife and she picks it up and then drops the knife. It's like he dropped it and you picked it up. Why did you put it back down?
Because they're horrible movies.
Because it moved the plot.
Yeah, right. And
But,
no, dude, Nightmare on Elm Street is Freddy, not
Oh.
Friday the 13th.
That's right.
by
Friday
the
the
way.
13th is Jason, right?
Yes. We're
That's-
gonna get
Yeah.
crapped on for that,
Listen,
but
I said this before. I'll say it again. I am not a big horror fan. I am just getting into it. And I'll be honest, I'm still not that into it. But
Fair.
I did watch an iconic like 80s, I don't know if it's necessarily horror, but monster movie last night. Monster Squad.
I've never seen it.
Really?
Mm-mm.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I would say it's like Goonies meets Universal Monsters.
That's cool. See, I like the classic old school Universal monsters. So,
Really? I don't.
oh yeah, I do. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of hate today. I'm not a big. I like gross out. I like crappy B movies, but I don't like stuff that's been hyped up or overdone. And I feel like I know that's weird. Me saying that the Universal monster movies are overdone, but I feel like because they've been used so much in media, that the original movies, it's like been there, done that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Yeah, I would have to agree as a whole. It's definitely not my genre. I prefer if we're talking like Halloween movies, I like the childhood ones. I don't care
Like
for
the decoms and
yeah.
yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm a very childish Halloween movie person.
Yes.
I love my
Casper,
decoms. Casper,
like stuff like that for sure.
like what was the one we were Scary Godmother was another one I absolutely love. I know I showed you the imagery from
Oh
that,
yeah.
and it is just horrific. But that Monster House, like those are the movies
Yeah.
that I like.
The original Under Wraps.
Oh my god,
Yeah, exactly.
gosh, not this new Disney Plus Monster Wrap or Under Wraps. Terrible.
I didn't even watch it.
But you know the kid that was in Under Wraps was in Warriors of Virtue,
Yeah.
which if you have not watched Warriors of Virtue,
Don't.
just don't. It is. What if TMNT were kangaroos?
So bad.
Did you know there's a sequel to that movie?
No.
I don't remember how I got into. I was on Reddit and someone posted a picture of one of the Warriors of Virtue's action figures,
Yeah.
and they were talking about how I found a figure from my favorite movie as a child. And I was like, "There's no way this was that favorite movie as a kid. It's a terrible movie."
That is not your favorite movie.
And somebody mentioned that there was a sequel, and I was like, "Surely they're kidding," but there's a sequel. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Where's the Virtue the sequel? And it is called Warriors of Virtue: The Return to Tao. It is, and apparently, instead of the kid Maru Yahida
Yeah.
going to Tao and meeting the Ruse, the kangaroo warriors, turn into humans.
Sounds awful.
Yeah,
Sounds worse than the original.
Well, it got a 37 on Rotten Tomatoes.
What did the first one get?
An 18.
Oh, so it's better than the first one.
Apparently, it's better.
Yikes.
I mean, IMDb, it did worse. So it's both ways.
Anyways.
I feel like the only people that ranked it on Rotten Tomatoes were the ones that enjoyed the first part.
That's fair. Probably so.
But that's all we got for this little intro. Why do you say we get into this or that?
Let's do it.
So today we are going to be doing a this or that of classic Halloween tropes, whether it is TV shows, snacks, or not snacks, TV shows, Halloween specials, or decorations. Which, if you're not following us on Instagram, you can follow Brandon at.
What is my Instagram? No, I'm just kidding. Retro Junk CT.
And I am the Doc Retro. And you can also follow the podcast at Nostalgia Junkies Pod. But on the Doc Retro, I've been throwing up our various this or that's every now and then.
He's been throwing up.
Yeah, some of the reels recently have been terrible. But I put all these polls up there, and you can vote there, and then we'll talk about the results here on the show. But our first this or that, which TV show are you going to watch? Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark?
So, love Goosebumps books. Prefer Are You Afraid of the Dark as a show.
Really?
Yeah, I think I just watched it more. And even just the freaking opening sequence for Are You Afraid of the Dark freaked me out as a kid. And I didn't really watch as much Goosebumps. So I'd probably have to go. If we're going strictly the show, then Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, I wanted this one to be strictly the show because I think we've done Goosebumps for Scary Stories books.
Yeah.
Which I'll do Scary Stories books all day.
Yeah.
But if we're talking the shows, I have to go Goosebumps.
Do you?
Yeah, I agree that the Are You Afraid of the Dark intro is better. But I think when it comes down to iconic stories, and maybe this is because the Goosebumps
But they have
TV
a
show.
tie over to the books.
I think that's
so we
where
already knew the books and the titles before.
I think that's for me where it is a bit of an unfair comparison. But if I'm going to choose which one to watch, it's going to be Goosebumps because the stories are more iconic.
Yeah. Now, I do love the new Goosebumps series that they've been doing.
Which one?
I didn't watch the second. I didn't watch
Don't.
the David Schwimmer one
Don't.
yet.
It
But-
was not as good. It was good, not as good.
Justin Long was fantastic in the first series. I really enjoyed it.
That post-credit scene in the first series, phenomenal.
Yes.
I think it got canceled. I don't think it's coming back for a third season. I
I wish they just continued the first storyline.
agreed. Because the way that they do it, it's kind of like how the original series was an anthology, and each episode was individual. Right now, each Goosebumps series is standalone.
Yeah, but the
It-
first season, yeah, each episode had a new story, but the main story was still all tied together.
No, I'm talking about like the '90s show.
Oh,
The '90s
gotcha,
show,
gotcha.
each episode was independent.
Yes,
But,
correct.
but yes, the new one, while each episode was independent in the newest series, there was an overarching, but like season 1 and season 2,
Right, yeah.
independent. It'd be nice if they brought back it for season 3 and there was some sort of crossover
Anything to go back to finish off the story of the first.
with Justin Long.
Yes.
Yes, that needs to make a return.
I
But
loved it.
Instagram voted with me.
I'm not surprised by that.
It was 56% to 44%, so it was very close.
Close, but Goosebumps is a
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Which, I mean, when we did our Goosebumps versus Scary Stories, it was like 90-10. So,
Exactly.
which I will always and forever be Camp Scary Stories.
I don't blame you for that.
Yeah, I tried to get Jocelyn to watch the movie the other night.
Not having it.
No, we watched Twilight instead.
Oh yes, I saw your post.
I was not happy with that. I am neither Team Bella or Jacob or Edward or
Any
whatever
of
their
them.
names are. Steven. Our next this or that iconic Halloween specials.
Hmm.
It's The Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown or Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
Right off the bat, it'll always be It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown, and they're really gonna hate us this episode. But I'm just not a Simpsons guy in general. Never have been. Don't care for it.
See, this is why it's nice to have a third, because we are very similar. Because I agree. It's Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. I grew up on that every single year.
Yep.
We watched that.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and especially back in the day, like growing up in the 90s and early
Dude,
2000s, you sat around and watched the specials together
Yep.
as a family, because it wasn't like, oh, let's go on Netflix and see what's on Netflix. It was showing this one time on ABC, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's your one time
It's
to watch it.
still hard to find them to watch on streaming right now.
Because now they're all on Apple.
Right.
Apple bought the rights, which, I mean, go on YouTube. It's free, but you did not hear that here.
Yeah.
We stream an Apple podcast and we support Apple products.
I got a rock. Yeah.
But,
But yeah,
yeah,
it's just it was Simpsons had no fight in the game for this one for me. I don't.
Well, especially you said you didn't grow up on Simpsons. I was not allowed to watch Simpsons in my household.
Yeah.
And I had to sneak watching it. And when I watched it, there were better things on TV at that time.
Yeah.
And so I don't think I really watched a Simpsons episode until the movie came out. I think I went and I saw the movie with friends.
Yeah.
And then that was, or it was in the drive-in and it was like paired up with something. But that was the first time I really ever watched The Simpsons.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and I can personally like appreciate the Simpsons and what they've done, and just even how everything seems to tie into a Simpsons episode and current events.
They
and
predict
stuff.
the future
Yeah.
and all of that. And
It's crazy how many line up, but
well, it's like I got a kick out of, because we were at Shop the Curiosities Nostalgia Show this past weekend, and our buddy Spruce Retro Game Hunting. Something was playing, and he goes, "Oh, all I can think of is that Simpsons episode," and I just kind of looked at him like,
sure.
"Cool, bud." And he goes, "You know the episode I'm talking about?" I'm like, "I do not know the episode you're talking about. I've seen maybe 10 episodes in my entire life."
Yeah.
It is a series that I feel like I want to watch from start to finish.
There's
Just-
a lot of it.
There is, but just to understand it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not something I feel like I need
I
to
guess-
watch.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I'm a strange one who doesn't really like the adult cartoon genre in general. I don't like Family Guy. I don't like Futurama. I don't like, I
was offended with that one.
yeah. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, no, I get it.
South Park is hilarious. I watched that a lot in my teenage years, but outside of that, not really.
Yeah, I mean,
Beavis and Butthead too, actually.
I like Beavis and Butthead. I love South Park. Futurama's honestly probably,
I know you like Futurama.
it's one of my favorite shows. It's one of my favorite shows, especially as a mathematician. Like,
Fair.
the science and the math that's present in that show is normally accurate.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's that whole episode, which I'm going to talk about. The episode you probably have no idea what I'm talking about,
Not at all.
but hopefully some of our listeners know what I'm talking about. There was an episode where the characters change bodies, but the trick was they couldn't go back to the body they had just changed out of. So in order to get back to their original body, they had to write a theorem for the actual show that showed how to basically solve this problem. And I think it was done by Bubblegum Tate in the episode, which is a Harlem Globetrotter. But there was an actual math theorem that was written for the show, or that they used to do this episode.
I mean, that's impressive.
And when I was in college, they actually brought in people that like talked about this theorem.
That's pretty cool.
And it was funny because I was sitting in this presentation and they kept referring it to as the Jamaican guy, the lobster creature, the old man. I'm like, I'm sorry, you mean Hermes, Zoidberg, Professor Farnsworth?
Yeah.
And it's like every time they would talk about something, and at that point I'd watched the show religiously, that I knew who swapped with who, and they had a diagram and it was incorrect and I called it out.
Oh my God. Of course you did.
But I also was not the greatest student in the math department. So like my math teachers thought that I was lying, and I showed them and they're like, "Oh, he actually is telling the truth."
Yeah. Oh my God.
But in regards to our polls for the Great Pumpkin versus Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, it was 53% for the Great Pumpkin and 47% for Treehouse of Horror.
I expected it to be close, to be honest with you.
I thought it'd be close. I thought it would have been reversed. I thought there'd be more people for Simpsons.
I was just going to say that. I thought Simpsons would be higher just because they've been ongoing throughout multiple generations. And like people, it's still current. People know Simpsons. Like, not younger generations don't all know Peanuts. Like, I would think they would know Simpsons. So,
Well, and especially the current young generation, because
right.
like we talked about, Apple has had the rights for 5-6 years now.
Yeah. Yep.
Our last this or that, we're going to talk about decorations. And I already know
Ha.
we're going to be aligned.
Yep.
Because whenever we go flea marketing or hunting or tag sailing, we typically will send pictures of these to each other. Which are the best decorations? Blow molds or inflatables?
For those of you who don't know what a blow mold is, it's kind of like injected plastic in the shape of, ghosts and witches and pumpkins that light up, as opposed to the inflatables, which are just inflatable,
They're the like wacky wavable inflatable arm waving tube men.
which most people have in their yards for holidays now as inflatables. Clearly, mine is blow molds. It's just old school, nostalgic, vintage Halloween. I don't know when they started doing inflatables, like hardcore.
I'd say like probably like late 90s, early 2000s.
It had to
Or
be early
hardcore.
2000s.
Yeah. I think they started to pop up late 90s, early 2000s. As a majority, I mean, I'd even say last 10 years.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, inflatables are cool. My kids love them and stuff like that. But, I mean, if you want an old school vintage Halloween, you got to go blow molds.
I agree. I think that the blow molds, they have that more nostalgic vibe to it.
Yep.
I think that they are, I personally feel that they are far more interesting.
Oh, they are.
And they're
yeah.
cooler looking. I think the variety you can get with inflatables is nicer.
Yep.
Because, I mean, we have a skeleton dinosaur that's an inflatable, and we have a pumpkin dinosaur that's an inflatable.
Yeah, where are they? What are you waiting for?
Listen, I've been busy. I'm going to Arkansas in a couple days. Actually, at the time that this episode drops, I will be getting ready to fly to Arkansas for Retrofest.
Well, you better get them things out there by the time you get back. There's only going to be a couple weeks till Halloween.
I know, dude. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. But no, I agree. Blow molds, they're far superior. It's sad that they're not as obtainable anymore, because the only way to get them is really to find them at tag sales or flea markets.
Or online and pay way too much for them.
Yeah, because everyone knows what they have.
What was our poll?
Our poll was 75% blow molds and 25% inflatables.
I'm actually surprised by that one, too.
Yeah, I thought people would have gone for the inflatables just for the ease of access. But I think people kind of agreed with us that while the inflatables have good variety, blow molds are they're more nostalgic.
Just straight up nostalgia factor. I also love those other ones that were cardboard, but they fanned out. The almost like a Japanese lantern. Like
yes,
the
yes.
paper.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my God. My grandmother had so many. I love them.
I mean, even the like the paper hangers are phenomenal too.
Oh, all the like what's
The
that company?
skulls and
Beasol
yes,
or whatever that makes them. Yeah.
yeah, like we have a skull and a witch and the black cat with the moon
The
behind
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Like those are. We could sit here and talk about various Halloween decorations all night
Mm-hmm.
because I mean they're phenomenal. I love them.
Me too. Vintage Halloween and vintage Christmas decorations are just we'll get to Christmas in a couple months, but yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure you remember the house I'm trying to think geologically about a mile and a half, probably actually between where you and I currently are in our residences, that had the coffin in the front yard.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So the people who go all out for Halloween,
I love it.
oh, I don't want it to be my house,
That's fair.
but I love it when I see it.
It's
And I
so
mean,
good.
I still think one of the coolest experiences and scariest experiences that I had as a kid, there was someone who dressed up as like a leaf bag scarecrow on their front step.
Oh no.
And I was probably 7 or 8 years old going up to get some candy, and all of a sudden this person just jumps up and scares the living crap out of me.
Yep. Been there.
And I did not want to go get candy. I'm like, throw it into the bag.
Yeah.
But what do you say we go on to our meat and potatoes?
Let's do it.
Today on Nostalgia Junkies, we are going to be talking about our favorite Halloween promotional snacks, foods, and tie-in drinks. We have a list of about 10 different items, and I mean, the first one is one of my favorites, just because it's Kool-Aid, but it is the Ghoulaid Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Once again, classic, nostalgic Halloween.
I think just having the Kool-Aid man kind of dressed in like that Dracula costume on the front, to me, that was like one of the coolest things to see as a kid.
Yeah, dude, just walking down like the snack and drink aisles as a whole and all the color and
The
designs
green,
of
the
that.
orange.
Yeah, the designs of that era were just untouchable. You're not going to get better than that.
Agreed. Do you remember what the actual flavor of Ghoulaid was?
I don't. I feel like it was like a grapey type flavor, but I could be wrong.
So I believe they had a couple different ones. Like they have a Zomberry, and then I think that was it. It was just Zomberry. Oh, Scary Berry was the other one.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking these up because I don't remember either.
I didn't know there was multiple. I just thought it was Ghoulaid.
Yeah, I think Ghoulaid might just be the only flavor, and it looks like every year they have like a different.
Oh, okay.
So like we have Zomberry, Scary Berry, Blackberry.
Okay.
So it looks like it's just Ghoulaid, but I mean, dude, I'm just look at that. Like that is just
Classic.
oh.
It's so good.
If I have time with editing, I will throw pictures of these up. Otherwise, Google them yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ghoulaid Kool-Aid is amazing. I want to find like just like some old vintage packs of that
Oh yeah.
and throw it at my giant Kool-Aid man, just so I can look at it every now and then.
Just look at it.
Just visit my childhood. But up next, staying with the drink theme, one of my favorite sodas, Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
I don't know if I ever had it.
No, it was about 2005 Mountain Dew.
I remember it when it came out, but I don't know if I ever tried it.
It was the superior grape soda.
It was it.
Was it? It was.
Okay.
It was like Mountain Dew but grape,
Interesting.
because that's what made it pitch black was the grape.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I obviously always a big Baja Blast guy, and we were really into Code Red when it came out. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had that one.
No, maybe they'll bring it back. It was good. I would not say better than Baja. I would say above Code Red.
It's fair.
But I mean, everything's better than regular Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I would agree with that 100%.
Sticking with the drinks,
Beverages.
High C Ecto Cooler.
That's the best, hands down. That's childhood for me. That's love me some Ghostbusters.
See, so unfortunately, being a later 90s kid, I never
Oh,
really got High C Ecto Cooler growing up.
yeah,
And
Yep.
they never brought it back until the new Ghostbusters.
that's correct.
I don't even think they brought it back. Did they bring it back with the Melissa McCarthy, We Don't Talk About This Ghostbusters?
Probably not, because everything sucked about that. So they probably didn't. The only thing that didn't suck were the actresses that they chose, but the movie was horrible. But no, I don't. Excuse me, I don't remember them bringing it back for that.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of nostalgia for that. I did try it with the most recent
Not the same.
one, and yeah, I mean, I'm glad you're saying it's not the same because I tried it. I'm like, oh, cool, it's a juice.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was like my reaction to it. And I feel like people who absolutely like lived and breathed high C Ecto Cooler were a little disappointed when I was like, yeah, it's
I mean,
the juice.
To be fair, the hype about it is the packaging and the fact that it was like Ghostbusters.
Slimer.
Yeah, yeah. It was okay as far as a drink, but the new one was definitely different.
So our next little tie-in, we're gonna talk about some cereal with the Cap'n Crunch Halloween Crunch.
I mean, I love Captain Crunch in general. I know people complain about the destroying of the roof of your mouth, but I've always been a big Captain Crunch guy, and I always liked when they did the holiday specials. I mean, I feel like we couldn't have this list without bringing up holiday cereals and Halloween cereals as a whole. I mean, you got all the Boo Berries and Yummy Mummies and
Frankenberries.
all the Count Chocula.
What was the werewolf one?
That's the
Wolfberry Crunch?
no.
No?
What one did I say? There was Fruit Brute, Yummy Mummy. I feel like I said
It
it.
was Fruit Brute.
Okay,
It was Fruit Brute, yeah. Because then didn't they? Yummy Mummy was a different one, but didn't they come out with a new one recently with like a Bride of Frankenstein or something?
I remember seeing the character. I don't know the name of it, but
I'll be honest. The only one that I ever really enjoyed, Blueberry.
yeah, I mean, we didn't really get them often. We typically stuck to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, Captain Crunch. Like,
No, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That is that and
Cinnamon
Honeycombs.
Toast Crunch, yeah, for sure.
I wish they would do like a. I don't know how they would do it. Actually, I do know how they would do it because I have an idea already. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Halloween edition, orange and black.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all you have to do.
it'd be pretty simple.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a Halloween cereal that I would buy.
Oh, definitely.
Otherwise, I'm sticking with the Boo Berries. But I think the interesting fact with the Captain Crunch Halloween Crunch is, didn't it turn your milk green?
Green or black
Was
or
it
something.
black?
It was definitely another color.
I thought it was green. I could be mistaken. Turns milk green to get you in a ghoulish mood.
Yeah.
Yeah. But gosh, it's been forever. Oh, apparently it's back out.
I mean, I'm not surprised by that.
I feel like every now and then they take a year off of cereal.
Sometimes they do.
But I'm glad that's back. But you did bring up our General Mills monsters, and they did a lot of pack-ins.
They did. They
You want
did
to
a
talk
lot
about that pack-in?
Are we talking about what I think we're talking
We
about?
are talking about what you think we're talking about.
Yeah, so General Mills, they had monster spoons that would come in the cereal box. And I know a lot of them did back then, and I'm pretty sure these ones did, but were they color changing?
I believe they were.
A lot of them in cold milk would change to like either a brighter version of whatever color they were, or. And I don't remember if those ones specifically did, but I definitely had them as a kid, and I might still somewhere, but.
I mean, the only picture I can find of the color changing spoons are the Disney characters,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure
Or
that
glow in the dark, something like that.
it might have been glow in the dark. But I remember the spoons. I remember them doing something.
Yes.
But again, I mean, so cereal flavors aside, which was your favorite cereal monster?
The characters themselves?
Yep.
Probably Boo Berry.
I don't want to just agree with you on everything, but I think he was probably like the way that he was kind of like that chill, laid back ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Frankenberry was cool, but he seemed kind of derpy.
Derpy for sure.
Count Chocula there was something wrong.
But vampires have been done.
Speaking of Boo Berries, what about Boo Buckets?
Boo Buckets are fantastic.
I am so glad they're back.
I am, but I hate the new designs they do with no lids, and
I thought I saw this year that they were doing lids.
I don't think so.
No, they're not.
I didn't think so.
I think someone had. Actually, I think they might be. So this picture that's been circulating around, I don't know, it's actually from McDonald's.
No, that's not it.
But
Because I saw a different one.
okay, 'cause I've seen that image
Those
a
are
few
like
times.
So the original ones were just different jack-o'-lantern faces.
Yes.
And then that series was the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern, the ghost, and the witch, which I love both of those first two. And I think the second series of the 3 different characters is when they introduce the tops that come off, and they're cookie cutters, each lid, which is cool. But yeah, when they brought them back, they just have like that stupid, like a handle with like a bat or something across it.
Yeah, because wasn't there one year that they just did cardboard, like one of the recent years?
I think so, yeah.
Because they've been back twice now already.
Yes.
In one year we had like a cardboard top, and one year had that stupid bat thing.
Yeah, yep.
But no, I like the ones that had the removable tops.
Yeah, of
That was
course.
my favorite. Out of the 3, did you have a favorite?
I like the in the second series.
In the
you mean?
second series.
I like the purple one.
Really?
I think it's the witch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they did a purple witch and a green witch.
Okay, I like the purple one.
I like the ghost.
Yeah, the ghost is. I mean, I like them all for
It's
being
'cause of
honest.
Casper.
But yeah. But quick side note while we're on fast food, you know what I really like? They did them last year and this year, but the Wendy's little monster frosties. Have you seen them,
I have not.
dude? For current Happy Meal toys, they're pretty cool.
I'm looking them up.
Yeah, Wendy's.
Oh, wait. What?
Yeah,
These are cool looking.
they're fantastic. Last year's were even better, in my opinion.
I like that little slimy looking guy.
But the last year ones were even better.
Looks like I'm going to be going to get some Happy Meals from Wendy's.
Yeah, seriously. Last year they had one that was a little skeleton frosty, and it was black and glow in the dark. Like the bones were glow in the dark, and the cup was black.
Looks like I know what I'm going on eBay for.
Yeah, that's the best one.
But it's funny. They actually, have you seen Fiendish Feet?
No.
The yogurt cups? It was a UK thing. I don't think it ever came to America, which is sad because these are some of the coolest looking little like display things.
Oh, they are cool.
Yeah, they're just little yogurt cups that are in the shape of monsters, and each of the different yogurt cups have little tiny feet. And I'll be honest, they pair really well with the different Mad Balls
Oh, that makes sense.
because there's a lot of similarities
Can
between the designs.
Display a Mad Ball on top of it.
Exactly. But so we talked about Boo Buckets. We talked about cereal. Let's talk about some chips.
I love chips.
Cheetos Bag of Bones.
One of my favorites, dude. One
I-
of my favorites.
I don't know about you, but I feel like the Bag of Bones tastes better than the originals.
They do. It's always that special little kick. But first off, do you like crunchy or puffed Cheetos better? Or
I
does
prefer
it
the
depend
crunchy.
on the
It
situation?
depends on the situation, but normally it's crunchy.
Same.
If I'm going to do the puff, you know the puff corn?
Yeah, yeah.
I prefer the puff corn over Cheetos Puffs.
Okay.
We probably should have talked about this right after the Boo Buckets, but the Taco Bell Goosebump box.
Dude, Taco Bell.
Do you remember that Goosebump promotional?
The board is alive this Halloween. I do.
Like it was so cool. So just like basically the way that if you're not familiar with this box, I'll try and throw a picture of it up in the video. So if you're not watching us on YouTube, watch us on YouTube because you get to see our beautiful faces or Brandon's beautiful face and my ugly mug. But this Goosebumps Taco Bell box, it was in the shape of a haunted house and it had some of the iconic characters all over the box, whether it was the hamster, whether it was Curly, the mummy, or even Slappy.
Mm-hmm.
And this box basically is just a beautiful Goosebumps themed haunted house.
It was so awesome.
And it wasn't a promotional piece. It was really just your Happy Meal box.
Yeah. Yeah. I was bugging my mom for Taco Bell a lot during that promo. I remember specifically.
But that is something that I'm currently searching for just because it's such an interesting piece of Taco Bell and Goosebumps history.
Great tie-in. Gotta love a good team up.
But what do you say we talk about our last and probably most iconic Halloween snack?
Let's do it.
Oh, sorry. We have two of them. I
Okay.
missed one of them. I guess which do you feel is more iconic out of these two? The Pillsbury Halloween sugar cookies or the Reese's pumpkins?
I bet you that would be a very close 50-50 on Instagram if we put those two against each other.
You know what? We should put that up for the next one.
But iconic, probably. Oh man, that's a tough choice.
That is a tough choice.
It's a tough choice. Probably the Reese's pumpkins, but
Okay.
I think just barely. Like if they beat them out,
Like a 51-49.
yeah, 100%. Because both of them are personally super iconic to me. Because we always made those freaking sugar cookies for not just Halloween, but the Christmas ones and the just one
Everything.
solid roll, and they already have the image printed inside of them, pretty
Yep.
much. Yeah,
Gosh, I miss being able to do the actual slices.
right. I know.
You know, I would actually say that I think the Pillsbury cookies are a bit more iconic
Okay.
because I feel like those of us that had them, we had them consistent. Like it was a tradition.
Yeah.
Where the pumpkins don't really look like pumpkins.
I mean, that's true.
It's like, is it a pumpkin? Is it a tree? Is it the football for the Super Bowl? Who knows? I will say, I do love the pumpkins.
Yeah, they're so much better than a normal Reese's peanut butter cup.
It's more peanut butter for your chocolate volume.
Yeah, that's correct. That's exactly correct.
But I would actually go with that the cookies are more iconic.
Who cares? They're all delicious.
That is true. I just feel that the Reese's pumpkins get washed away with the Kit Kats and all of it and
That's fair.
the Reese's pieces.
Yeah.
But let us know what was your favorite Halloween promotional tie-in snack, whether it was a cereal, a candy, or even just a ridiculous Happy Meal tie-in. But what do you say we get into trivia?
Let's do it. All right, guys. We have now come to our trivia portion of the pod. I'm going to go ahead and ask Alex this super tough question first.
Ooh.
It's not super tough at all. You should get it, being a theater nerd. Loosely based on Puccini's La Boheme, what musical debuted in 1993 and whose song Season of Love informed us that there are 525,600 minutes in a year?
Would that be Rent?
It sure is.
What is Rent?
I actually love Rent, to be honest with you.
It is. I feel like especially like our generation of people growing up, because they came out with the movie.
Yeah.
The
movie was great.
it was phenomenally done.
Yep.
And if you were a theater nerd, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing somebody sing the 525,600 minutes.
Yep.
It was everywhere.
Everywhere.
To
All
the
the
point
big
where-
promo they did for it. I'm pretty sure they did some big. I think like the flash mob stuff was popular. I'm pretty sure they did like a big thing in Times Square with the song and all of that. But
Yeah, I mean, also just the cast that was on Broadway and the cast that was in the movie were phenomenal.
perfect. Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a question for you.
All right.
Directed by Wes Craven and starring Nev Campbell, what 1996 film spoofed the horror genre while also achieving blockbuster status as a horror film?
You asked me this question before.
Did I really?
Sure did. Scream, but yeah.
Give me the thing. I knew the card looked familiar when I was choosing them.
Yep. Not only have you asked it before, but it was me who you asked.
So I was at the end of last season then.
Had to be. That's funny though.
What 1995 film featured a talking pig and was nominated for Best Picture and spawned a 1998 sequel subtitled Pig in the Big City?
Yeah. Babe.
That is correct. It is Babe.
Some pig. Wasn't Some Pig Charlotte's Web, actually?
Yes, it was. Wasn't it That'll Do, Pig? That'll Do.
That was Babe, yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. So what's our next question? We do all four on. These
Oh, we're
ones.
doing all four.
Yes.
Okay.
This one we're going to do all four because we're missing our counterparts.
Oh, man. You might not get any of the rest of these because I wouldn't, but we're going to. What psychological crime thriller starring Brad Pitt, Gwyneth Paltrow, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Spacey was the 7th highest grossing film of 1995?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get this one. Is there a hint? Is there a phone a friend?
The answer is kind of in the question.
Say
It was
again.
the 7th highest grossing film of 1995.
Was that the hint? Seventh something.
7.
Oh, just 7.
Yep. Never
Oh.
seen it.
Yeah, no, didn't even know that was a movie.
It sure is.
Whose 1995 album, Jagged Little Pill, became a Broadway musical 22 years later, earning 15 Tony Award nominations?
Be Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, you ought to know.
I sure do. How clever.
That was actually a very good musical, too.
I've never seen it.
That was one of the ones with, we have the Bushnell season passes, and we
Oh,
saw
man.
that. And it's funny because what are the 2 most popular Alanis Morissette songs?
You ought to know.
Yep.
And Ironic.
And then I would also say the third is like, I Got One Hand in My Pocket. Or is that Ironic?
I think so.
But I was just say the same character sang all those songs, and it wasn't even the lead of the show.
No, I think it was 2. Was it 2 separate songs?
I
Now I'm second guessing.
can't remember. It was 2 or 3, but it was the same character that sung all those. Like she was the main
Yeah, that's cool.
person to sing that, but she wasn't the main character. It was like almost like the main character's best friend's kind of friend.
Okay.
It was just very interesting that they gave a non-lead person, like her 2 big songs, were the big songs.
Right.
It was just done very, very well.
Damn. I would love to check that out, actually.
I would recommend it. It's also based in Connecticut.
Set in Las Vegas, what 1993 movie's plot hinges on Robert Redford's $1 million offer to Woody Harrelson for one night with his wife, played by Demi Moore?
Ocean's 11.
Indecent Proposal.
Oh, but that would be an
That one I've heard
proposal.
of, but I also haven't seen that.
Yeah. No, I don't think I was even born then.
No.
Okay. What annual ESPN sporting event began in 1995 as the Extreme Games before changing its name in 1996?
The X Games.
Why did you get all the easy ones?
Damn, you give him all the easy ones. Yeah.
Dude.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is an easy card. You got a tough one.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro and Juliette Lewis both received Oscar nominations for their roles in what 1991 film? Martin Scorsese's remake of a 1962 thriller starring Robert Mitchum.
The Godfather.
Cape Fear.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
I told you, this card was tough. I didn't know we were doing all 4. I just read the first one. It's like, oh, that's good. He'll know that.
I got the first one.
What do you got for me?
In 1992, the Los Angeles riots began after the acquittal of 4 police officers involved in the beating of what man who would later be awarded $3.8 million in damages?
Actually, do I know that? What year?
1992.
Oh, no.
Rodney King.
Oh, duh. That makes a whole lot of sense. At first, I was... when you said 4 police, I thought you were going to say in a chase, and it was going to be O.J. Simpson. But
Yeah. What car did O.J. Simpson drive?
White Ford Bronco.
But so that was our trivia. Obviously, one of us is better at trivia than the other one.
No, those questions were way easier.
Those questions were hard. But if you have any trivia questions that you want us to ask each other, either email us at nostalgiajunkiesct@gmail.com or reach out to one of us on Instagram at the Doc Retro or
Retro Junk CT.
But I'm not Brandon. I've been Al. Ooh, it's been a long night, y'all. I've been Alex.
And I'm still Brandon.
Are you sure about that?
Well, it's 2025. You can be whoever you want, bud.
Well, this has been Nostalgia Junkies. Peace.